The other is that, and I just want to be really clear that I was very disappointed by last night's conversation, and very disturbed by last night's conversation. Had I known that we would have had a conversation like that, I would have never consented to the agreement that we reached last year. And that's a very significant statement for me to make. We walked out of the agreement, we walked out, Joel was there, John Stumpf was there, Andrew, Mary O'Donoghue. We walked out with a sense of knowing that we were going to have an $800,000 deficit. Might be a little bit bigger, might be a little bit smaller. We knew that. Could be better, could be worse. But it was $800,000. We wrote it into our budget, to be really clear. And to have us now be questioned that that wasn't true, that that wasn't a reality, and that we didn't make a commitment to address that in the way we talked about, is just, to me, a real undermining of trust and agreements between boards. And, you know, if I were to go back, I would have said, let's go to town meeting with a different figure. And the people can vote of whether they want our budget or not. And I think we may face that circumstance this year. And I want to be clear about that. Because it is unacceptable for me to walk in a room and reach an agreement and then a year later say, no, that agreement doesn't stand. That's not the way agreements are made. And that's not the way agreements are held and trust is developed. We trusted, and I just want to say the committee trusted the other boards to say, we understand, we see the gap, you've written about it, you've talked about it, you've been transparent about it, we understand it, we hope that doesn't happen, we hope you can get some relief from the state, but if worse comes to worse, we understand that that's there. And frankly, that's what we're resting on here. And I just want to be very clear that I've been doing this for 24 years and negotiating in Massachusetts for 14 in Hudson, 2 now here. Trust between boards is critical. And when we reach agreements, those agreements should be kept. And that's my primary concern. So, you know, in this case, I think, and I'm going to encourage the board to hold firm. Because whether we compromise and say, you know, if we don't only have 3.5, we don't have 4, and we have to find an agreement, I can live with that. But I can't live with, let's put in the 800,000 and not do anything else, because that fits into the 3.5. The 800,000 is outside of the 3.5, period, for me.